Hi everyone! I'm sorry I haven't really made any videos in a while, and that's due to not actually having anything to make videos on. But my Planetarian Analog Collectors Edition vinyl has finally arrived, and this was a project that was backed on Campfire, which is like a Japanese crowdfunding thing, and it is different to the actual crowdfunding that Saga Planets used, for example. This is what Key used to back their vinyl, and I'm not sure whether the previous two records that they did also used a crowdfunding system. I don't think they did, but I wasn't there for it, so I can't really say very much, and I can't really find anything on that either. But in the past, Key have had two other records, which is the Air one, which is impossible to get, and if you do happen to see it one day, luckily on auction, it will be over 100,000 yen. And then the Little Busters one, which is a lot easier to get your hands on, which I still haven't actually bought, which I need to do. This is actually my first Key record, and I would like to pick up the Little Busters one next. I was there for when this actually started, unlike the other two, so I was able to back it and get all the bonuses with it too. This is the 3,500 yen version. I did the exact same method that I did for when I was backing Saga Planet's visual novel Floral Love. I was really excited for this because this is the first time in years that Lia has been on record, and I've never had the chance to hear Lia on record before, which is something I've always wanted to hear. This is my first time hearing her on record, and it was really, really surreal for me. This is also the first time that Sei has been on record, and that's quite weird. I'm not sure how to describe that, but Sei is someone I've been listening to for a long time now, and Sei and Annabelle have both now sung for Key. Annabelle did so first for Rewrite, but Sei never did sing a Key song until Planetarian, the OVA movie, came out earlier in the year, and Kitazawa Ayaka as well. So the fact that because she sang this song, she's now on record for the first time, whilst it's not her usual music, it's still Sei singing it, so that was definitely something really important to me. And there's also Kitazawa Ayaka on this record as well, which is also really cool because I've really supported her since she first joined Key Sounds label, and now that she sang for Planetarian, she got to be on the Collector's Edition vinyl as well, and I think that that's really cool. And Mel is also on here as well, and she did the original Hoshi Meguri no Uta as well. Like the two previous Key vinyls, this vinyl has the cover image printed onto the actual record, which is really cool, but the vinyl does feel very different to other records. It also came with a couple of other things, like the CD, which doesn't tell me any information except for high resolution data disc, and I'm not sure whether it's the record on CD or whether it's something else. I'm not sure whether I want to open it or not. It also came with a cleaning cloth for some reason. I don't remember these things being specified for my version, but I did go for the 3,500 one instead of the 3,000 one, purely because the 3,000 yen one had sold out, and the 3,000 yen one only came with the record, so I'm guessing the extra 500 yen counted for this, and the CD and stuff, but maybe they're all the same. This is quite nice. I don't think I'll open it because I don't really have any purpose for it. The CD just says high resolution data disc and the whole welcome to the Planetarian thing that is written on the record as well. It doesn't really tell me very much. I'm definitely 100% sure that this is the record on CD, so that's quite a nice touch. I don't know if I'll use it or not. I might just import that. And this is my favourite part of the whole set that came in this backing bonus, and this is a actual sleeve for the record. I really do like this purely because it's the original illustrator and one of the original illustrations from the game, and I do prefer this over the illustration that is on the record, and I'm not sure of the illustrator's name. I will go look into that, but they also have drawn for the Key calendar this year, and it just so happens that these past few months have had the illustration that he drew of Hoshino Yume Miso. And the back just has side A and side B, and then I thought it was quite funny that Key have made their logo so incredibly small. I'm not sure if they could have made that any smaller. It just says Key Sounds label in the middle. So side A has Human Warrior, which is sung by Kitazawa Ayaka, and then there's a remix of Twinkle Starlight, which is by Sasaki Sayaka, but both of these two songs I'm not too keen on, and it's definitely not something I want to hear on record either. So I've just been listening to the second half of side A and then the whole of side B. So the other two are World's Pain, which is the song by Sei, and then there's Gentle Jena, which is sung by Kitazawa Ayaka. It's quite interesting that this song now actually has a lyrical version, as this song has always been an instrumental song. Someone well known for doing key fan works in Japan, Yuki Zakuraso, years ago she made a very famous lyrical version of this piece of music, and that was kind of the version that kicked off this song having a lyrical version, even though it wasn't official. And now all these years later, now it actually has an official lyrical version, and it's very weird to hear this new version, because this version doesn't, it feels like Yuki Zakuraso's version kind of counted as an original, and I'm not used to hearing different lyrics either, so it's a bit weird. Side B is just Hoshi Meguri no Uta, which is sung by Mel, and this is the original version, which is really nice to listen to. And Twinkle Starlight, which is actually written by Don Maru, who wrote, if you're not familiar with his name, he's written quite a few things for visual novels, but more specifically I think he did a really good job at the soundtrack of Holy Breaker, which was Hinoe Itoru's side project, which wasn't extremely popular as such, but I did buy it at the time, and the soundtrack is very good. Twinkle Starlight's actually really good, especially the full version. I hadn't heard it till I bought this record, and this is sung by Sasaki Sayaka, who also hadn't sung a key song before now, so it's kind of brought all of my favourite singers now have finally at least each sung a key song, which is a bit of a weird coincidence, but Sasaki Sayaka sung things for people like Palette and such, so it was nice to see her sing something for key. And then the last one is the one that really did it for me, which is sung by Lia, and it's Hoshi no Fune, which was on the same single as World's Pain by Sei. This is written by Orito Shinji, and it's really, really good. Hearing Lia's voice crystal clear on record was just something I've wanted for years, and then it finally came, so I'm really, really happy. As for the actual record itself, this is drawn by the artist that did this CD as well, and the current key calendar illustration, if you have this year's key calendar, it's Hoshino Yumemi, and it's this actual illustration, as a matter of fact. Here's the actual record, and I've already listened to it, and it's really, really good. I'm so glad I bought this. The front has a different illustration, but the back is exactly the same. On all the sides it has the KSLA number and all of that, and the actual record in the sleeve, you can see that the illustration is actually printed onto it. The front side has the front illustration, whereas the back side has a different one, and the back one is actually the World's Pain / Hoshi no Fune illustration, if I remember correctly. So overall I'm really happy with this. I'm really, really glad I backed it. I'm not sure if it's still up or not, yeah, you'll have to check that, but I don't think it is. I think it ended in September, and the shipping was meant to be September, I think. But then I was told by someone that it moved over to October, so it only arrived for me this November. I'm really happy with it. It was really worth the wait. I'm definitely going to do my best to pick up the Little Busters one as soon as I can. And if I ever get my hands on the Air one, that would be insane, but I don't think that will ever happen. So I am really glad that such a beautiful Lia song is on this record, and I highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. I do know that some of the Kazamatsuri members got one of these as well. It's really, really good. I really do hope that Key in the future maybe make more analog editions of certain soundtracks and such, since I know that it's been about 10 years since this one and the last one, so I do hope that the wait isn't 10 years this time, but hopefully soon I will be able to make more videos. I do have a couple of things coming. There's some Little Busters things I want to do, not just because the English edition came out, but the 10th anniversary art book, I managed to sort something with that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next video, and hopefully the gap between them won't be as long as before. Bye!